Eens club buiten me over here, back and forth.
I like it.
I want you to see me. How are you all doing today? Who is excited to see Donald J. Trump? I've been waiting a couple of weeks to see Big Daddy come home, and I cannot wait. So I have a speech, but the bottom line is I can't read it because it's going to go away, so we're going to wing it. So for those of you, literally, I'm flying away here. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Katie Arrington. And you know what I am today? I'm a Trump-endorsed America First candidate running for Congress in the 1st Congressional District. Now, I take great pride in what I am. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother of 4, I'm a businesswoman, but more importantly, I'm a servant leader. And I'm going to tell you what servant leadership is about. My mom raised us girls, there are 3 of us, and she had a rule. We had 5 people in the house and 1 bathroom. And my mother would say to me, Katie, if you come to me with a problem without a solution, you're whining. I became a problem solver at a very young age. And you know what? In Washington, we got a lot of whiners, don't we? A lot of damn whiners. And I am not going to Washington to be a whiner. I am going to Washington to solve problems. I'm going to be a servant leader. We had the best president the United States of America has ever known. We had the safest borders. We had unemployment was a joke. We had fair trade, economic freedom. We were energy independent. For the love of God, we were energy independent. Our allies, they respected us, and our adversaries feared us, and damn it, I miss that. President Biden has brought us into places I never thought, but you know, Barack Obama did say, never underestimate how Joe can mess things up. Now, I served President Trump in the Pentagon. I worked the supply chain during the pandemic, and I can tell you, while we were busy working, making sure that you had the medical supplies that you needed, the gasoline in your car, and the grocery stores filled, we had Nancy Pelosi up in the ivory tower, eating $12 ice cream in front of her $20,000 refrigerator, while Joe Biden was hiding in the damn basement. Now, when Joe finally came up out of the basement, what did he bring with us? A national crisis at the border. The worst security this country has ever known internationally and domestically. He has raised our gases. He has emptied the stores of our supply chain. So what do we have to thank? Well, we gotta thank the Democrats, but let's not forget those rhinos. Let's not forget those who turncoats, right? You know who I'm talking about? The Liz Cheney of the South, none other than Nancy Mace. And Nancy Mace is who I'm now here to take out. She turned her back on President Trump, she turned her back on me, and she turned her back on you. She said that A, President Trump was responsible for January 6th, and that everything that he worked for and you did was desecrated in that day. And I don't know about you, but it makes me mad. She voted to certify the election. Congress has no problem shutting down when they can't argue and get together on a budget, but yet they couldn't send back the votes for 30 days? I find that deplorable. I find that inexcusable. And I'm going to Washington because I want to be a servant leader. I'm a lot like DJT. You know why? I don't want to ever call myself a politician. I think that's a 4-letter word in my book. I'm going up to Washington to be a servant leader. How? I'm donating my salary to the charities in the 1st Congressional District because you don't need to pay me to serve you. I'm not taking congressional retirement and health care benefits because you don't need to take care of me. And I'm only going up for 4 terms if you have me, but hold me accountable every 2 years because it shouldn't be about becoming a career politician. It should be about being a servant leader. We have to bring that back. We need to get all the rhinos out. We need to stand arm in arm. Because you know what happens when we divide as a Republican Party? Socialism runs right down the middle of us, and we have got to hold the line. So, February is a very special day. It is June 14th. Who knows what that day is?
Flag Day.
DJT's birthday. So how about you give him the best present he could ever have, and you send this 4-foot-tall, 110-pound America First warrior to Washington to clean house, to fire Fauci. How about that?
Yes!
Fire Fauci, get rid of the Federal Department of Education, open the damn laptop, and take America back. Vote for me, Katie Harrington. Go to the website, Katie4FORSC. Now listen, I know times are tough out there. I know all of us are struggling financially, but I need your help to take out Mace. I need your help to drain the swamp and send those people back to where they came from. Now, I'm going to leave you with this. My family and my team are probably rolling their eyes because I wasn't supposed to swear, but my God, you all are beautiful to look at. You are America. And I will tell you what Graham Allen said early. Listen to it. You are the power. You are the people. Government is not here to hold you down, and don't you let them take it from you. Don't wear your mask. Be free. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know about you, but God bless every single one of you. I wish you nothing but health, happiness, and wellness, and that you're with your family and your friends. God bless South Carolina. God bless you, and God bless the great state, the great United States of America. Thank you all, and get ready for DJT. And I'm taking my stool with me.
Please welcome the candidate for the South Carolina 2nd Congressional District, State Representative Russell Fry.
little chilly out here, but I think we got some good energy going, don't we? Greetings, fellow conservatives. I'm going to tell you something. My notes are probably going to fly away like Katie's. I don't have a stepping stool, though, so I think we're pretty good. Where are my Grand Strand people at? Where are the people from the Grand Strand? Where are my PD people at? Heck yeah, I like it. Where are my South Carolinians? I think we're going to hear from President Trump. This is about him for a second. President Trump, I'm going to say, you had your first statewide official endorse you from the great state of South Carolina, our very own Governor Henry McMaster, in 2016.
Yes,
South Carolina was your first Southern Republican primary that you won in 2016, and now South Carolina welcomes you with open arms in 2022.
And 24,
And if you so choose, South Carolina looks forward to sending you back to the White House in 2024.
and continue for the next 10 years.
Looking at this crowd, I see a lot of familiar faces, but there's one face that's conspicuously absent. Our congressman for the time being, Tom Rice. For years,
I ate him as a rice. I ate him. I cook him and I make a rice pilaf.
fry the rice, fry the rice. Yeah. For years he talked conservative at home, but as soon as he got back to Washington and crawled in with the swamp, he sided with Nancy Pelosi. And when the stakes were highest, when called upon to make the most consequential vote that any Congress can make, whether to impeach a president or not, Tom Rice voted to impeach President Donald Trump.
What an idiot! What a stupid idiot!
He broke our trust. He sided with Nancy Pelosi on voting to impeach. And that explains, I have a dad joke for a second, get ready. Y'all ready?
Yes!
That explains why Tom Rice-A-Roni is the San Francisco treat. Yeah. But I have news for you. On June 14th, it's our turn to vote.
Yes.
And this time, we conservatives in the Grand Strand and the PD are going to vote to impeach Tom Rice at the ballot box. Let me ask you something. How much did you pay for gas today to get here? Too much. Joe Biden has made filling up your gas tank about as risky as playing the stock market, except one thing. That's right. Except the price of gas continues to go up and up and your bank account goes down. Here's an idea, Joe. Do your job.
Yes.
Bring back the Keystone XL pipeline. Supply America's energy needs with American resources made right here in the United States. Let's make America energy independent again.
Yes.
We know it can be done. They said it couldn't be done, but guess what? We have a president who did do it, didn't he?
Yes. Yes, that's what
We've all been to the store recently. Maybe you go to the store and what you need is on the shelves. Maybe it's not. Folks like you and me don't have time to play a guessing game when going to the store. And if you actually get what you want, can you even afford it with Biden inflation? The squeeze on our working families is real, and our leaders have left us behind. I know what it's like to face the challenge of stretching a dollar. I grew up in a cinder block house in Surfside Beach. We didn't have heat. We didn't have air conditioning. There was no federal stimulus for us. There was no bailout for the Fry family. We got everything we needed the same way that you did, by working for it. Like all of you, my family worked to provide for us, and that's the story of America. That's the way our founding fathers intended this country to be run. Not the way that Biden, Pelosi, and Tom Rice have led, which has turned your tax dollars into a permanent ATM machine, just spitting out money. You see, good decisions produce positive results. Bad decisions hurt folks like me and you. And we're stuck paying the price because their failure to lead. When you compare President Trump and President Biden, we are witnessing what happens when you trade General Patton for Goat Pile.
You see over there?
Yeah, there we go, I like that.
One American News.
I'm running for Congress because it's time to clean up this mess. This is the most crucial moment that America has had in 50 years. Now more than ever, we need conservatives, actual conservatives, to stand up and meet this challenge with boldness, with conviction and determination. Leaders who understand that it's time to get serious, not socialist. Leaders who understand the need to run into the fight, not from it. Men and women who aren't afraid to stand up to the slimy reptiles of the DC swamp and say, not on my watch. Above all, we need leaders you can always count on to stand with proven conservative warriors like President Trump. He stood with us. Now it's time for us to stand with him. It's time for the Palmetto State and good conservatives of the Palmetto State to coalesce around one singular conservative candidate. Donald Trump has made his choice. Have you made your choice for the June 14th Republican primary? Are we voting for Tom Rice or are we voting for Russell Fry?
We're gonna fry him. We're gonna fry him like a zucchini.
Because united we stand, divided we fall. We see it time and time again. And when we are truly united, working together, there's not a Democrat or a rhino in this country that can stop us. I'm proud to have President Trump's endorsement, and I'd be honored to have yours too. I need you to do, Katie did this earlier, and I'm going to ask you to do the same. Take out your cell phone, write this website down, impeachtomrice.com. Get engaged, join the team, join the fight. It's not time to sit in the stands, it's time to get in the arena and do it. Your help is one click away, and that could decide whether we are stuck with another rhino for 2 years, or we send an America First candidate to Washington to represent this area. I'm Russell Fry, I'm running to be your next congressman. Thank you, and let's welcome Donald J. Trump soon.
Welcome the governor of the great state of South Carolina, Henry McMaster.
Here's another one. Here's another one. Rhinos unite! Another rhino? What's happened to the GX? Rhinos unite! What's happened to the hippopotamus? It's a hippopotamus in the room.
All right, then. Everybody ready?
Everybody happy?
No, the guys are
All right.
I'm not happy.
Well, y'all, I want to thank you for being here. Your being here says that you love your state and your country. We have a great country, a strong country. But a great, strong country with weak leadership becomes what? Becomes a weak country. And when America appears to the world to be a weak country, all hell breaks loose, as it has now in Ukraine. What we are seeing in Ukraine, courtesy of Russia, is merely a preview of what can happen when America signals weakness. I've read that in the jungles, the mighty do not have to fight. They say that when the bull elephant lives, the herd is peaceful and prosperous. But in his absence, confusion, disorder, and destruction ensue. But when I get through speaking, the next voice you will hear will be, in a little while, will be that of our own bull elephant, Donald Trump. The years of Obama leadership were a destructive disappointment, to say the least. The message presented to the world was that America was just one more of many countries, no better, no different from the rest. The results around the world were predictable. Damage was done within, too, to the understanding and perceptions of the younger generations. They were taught that everything is okay and there's no absolute right or wrong, and many believed it. Also, malevolent ideas and perspective gained acceptance, often in the shadows, but emerged full-fledged during the months of COVID. And we've all seen the difference in conservative, thoughtful Republican leadership in the states and that of the Democrats, the liberals, and the left.
I hate when say COVID.
The election of Donald Trump in 2016 so shook the left that every operative, including the press, went into overdrive to discredit him, to discredit his allies, his administration, and even you and me, his supporters. But despite these constant unfounded attacks, despite the violent disruptions allowed and encouraged in the cities by the left, Americans' progress at home and strength abroad was restored and grew during the Trump years. And they will again. The American spirit flourished, and we saw record prosperity. Then, after the most controversial, criticized, contested, and questionable election in our history, the Biden administration began, and with it, another turn towards American decline. Apology, hypocrisy, arrogance, and ignorance are on full display now in the Biden administration. And as the days tick by, I keep thinking that it can't possibly get any worse. But it always does.
She's out. She come back.
Any who have doubts about the direness of our situation today need only look at the cost of food and fuel, at the southern border, at the consequences of unconstitutional, unnecessary, and destructive mandates issued from Washington, and at the plight of the Ukrainian people. This is a picture of American weakness today and disarray, the result of weak leadership in the Biden administration, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately has only just begun. But we have it within our power to stop and change all of this. We have it within our power to restore strength, vision, truth, and prosperity to their proper places. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you are here. In doing this, we will make America great and even greater again. It is up to us. It is up to you. It is up to all of us because this is our country. It's our country, and the best is yet to come. So God bless you, and South Carolina, and Donald J. Trump, and God bless America.
Matthew Rosenberg is a Pulitzer Prize-winning national security correspondent for the New York Times. In multiple meetings with one of our undercover journalists